So that was the Bookaroo Lithouse. This is a very special Bookaroo session because it is special in many ways. First, there's this extraordinary phase we are going through because of the pandemic ranging through the world. You already know the changes it has made to your lives, your school schedules, playground time, hanging out with friends. Nothing is the same anymore, isn't it? But some of us are very lucky that we are able to connect digitally and continue to live some part of our lives normally. Please remember there are lots and lots of children out there who don't have this kind of privilege. So always keep an eye out to see if you can be of any help to these children in any way. It is also special because our guest today is holding this session from far, far away Kazakhstan. Special also because this is the first session that we at Bookaroo Lit Fest are holding in association with Penguin Duckbill. A big thank you to you. About Evan. Evan is our author today. Evan Purcell is an American writer of monster stories. He's worked in Bhutan, China, Zanzibar, Russia, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan, helping students improve their writing skills and publish their first stories. He writes the Karma Tandin Monster Hunter series, but if he were a monster hunter himself in real life, he says he'd be pretty terrible at that job. So today we have to find out what happens when 12-year-old Karma meets a zombie. Last heard, Karma was fighting monsters to save his school. So let's find out from Evan what Karma is up to this time. Hope you all have a paper and pencil and colors just in case we need to find the zombie. Yeah. And remember to keep your mics on mute. There are 100 of us in the lit house today. So remember, if all of us start speaking together, then Evan will have to say bye-bye. So if Evan wants you to say a yes or a no, please put a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Write your questions in the chat box and we will come back to you as soon as we can. Avoid asking questions in between while the speaker is presenting, as that interrupts the flow of the session. If you have any questions, you can write in the chat box even now. Over to you, Evan. Big, big, big welcome to you.
Woo! All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. So my name is Evan. I am so excited to meet you. First, I see lots of faces, but I want to see if you're ready. So no talking. Keep muted. I will give you 10 seconds to show me your paper and your pen. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Come on, come on, come on. Go, go, go. 5, 4. Ah, thank God. All right, very good. Okay, now again, no talking. Let's do this. I'll give you 10 seconds. Show me any book. Show me what book you're reading right now. Go, 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 go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Go, come on, go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Ah, oh, I see some karmas. Very cool. Nice. All right, great. So lots of readers here. Perfect. Okay, let's go again. Again, no talking. I'll use my fingers. We have 10 seconds. Can you please show me something you love? Anything you love. No phones. No phones, please. Anything you love. Go, 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 go. Come on. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Books.
5.
Books.
Books. Pens. I love drawing. 4, 3. Oh, beautiful. 2 and 1. Okay, lots of books, lots of art materials. I love it. Okay, now one more. Okay, 10 seconds. Show me something beautiful. Something beautiful. What is beautiful in your house? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, wow. I see some beautiful Indian art. I see some plants and flowers. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, perfect. Wow. Okay, good. So we're all we're warmed up. Okay, great. So give me a thumbs up if you have the Karma book. Who has the Karma book? Karma number 1. Okay. No, not yet. Okay. Ah, I see 3 of them. Nice. Okay, very good. Now, I am going to tell you about myself. I think that we are very, oh, look, I'm big. Oh my God. All right, so I think we are very similar, right? I think we have a lot of the same ideas and same interests, even though I'm way over in Kazakhstan. So I'll tell you about myself, and I need you guys, help me please. Give me a thumbs up if you agree, and a thumbs down if you disagree, okay? All right, so let's see. I see all these people, all right? So yes, agree, no, disagree. Okay, number one, this one's easy. I like reading. I love reading. Okay, that's good, of course. You're Bookaroons, of course you love reading. All right, so let's try this. I love reading scary stories. Yes? Uh-oh, some no's, some yeses, okay. I love reading funny stories. Yes, yeah, Yeah, funny is my favorite. I like scary, but I love funny. Okay, I like reading romantic stories. Yes, no. Oh, lots of no's. Oh my God. Okay, all right. That's you. No problems. Okay, I love monster stories. Stories about monsters and ghosts and demons and vampires. Yeah, that's my number one. All right, perfect. Okay, now I love writing. Are you writers? I love writing. No, yes, yes, good, good. All right, I see lots of writers. Very good. Yes, writing is so much fun. And I always tell my students that the best stories to write are the stories you want to read. So if you like monster stories, you should write some monster stories. If you like funny stories, you should write some funny stories. All right, wonderful. Okay, so now let's do the same thing with Karma. Karma is my hero. He's the character in my story. Karma is a monster hunter. He is the star of the Karma Tandin Monster Hunter series. So the new book is book number 2, and I'm so excited. So I will tell you about Karma, and you help me out, please. Are you the same as Karma? If so, give us a thumbs up. If you're not the same, give us a thumbs down, okay? So number 1, Karma is 12 years old. Are you 12 years old? No, you're not. Some of you are 10, 11, 13, 14. I see some 12-year-olds, good. It's a good age, I like it. I am not 12, I'm very old. All right, Karma has a very funny, very crazy best friend. What about you? Do you have a very crazy best friend? All right, good. Yeah, I do too. I have a crazy, crazy best friend back in America. Great. All right, Karma fights monsters. What about you? No, you don't. Ah, okay, all right. I see a few monster hunters in the group. All right, yes. Karma fights monsters. I do not fight monsters. Okay, Karma has black hair. Black hair. Do you have black hair? Yeah, a lot of you guys do. Karma is a little short. What about you? Are you a little short? Nope, nope. I see lots of future basketball stars here. All right. So a lot of tall students. Cool. All right. Karma makes a lot of jokes. Sometimes when he shouldn't make jokes, he still makes jokes. What about you? Are you serious or are you funny? Okay, good. All right, and Karma goes on adventures. Karma goes on lots of adventures. What about you? Oh, okay, all right. I see some adventurous people here. That's cool. All right, good. Okay, so that's a little bit about Karma. Now, let me tell you a little bit about the story of Karma. So Karma lives in a very beautiful place called Bhutan. Okay, give me a thumbs up. Do you know Bhutan? Bhutan? It's a very small little kingdom. It's in the mountains. It's beautiful, and it's very happy. People say it's the happiest country in the world. And I agree. I lived there for a couple of years, and I'm very, very happy. So yeah, Bhutan is beautiful. All right. And he goes to a school where it's a normal school. The students are fun. He has lots of friends, but there are always monsters. What about your school? Do you have monsters in your school? No, no monsters. Okay, all right, yeah, same. I work at school, and very few monsters, maybe a couple, mostly some crazy students. So he goes to school, and for some reason, the monsters just follow him everywhere. So in the first Karma book, the monster was the school librarian, and she was a wonderful person. She loved books. She loved her job. She loved students, but there was just one problem. She was a shark monster. So when no one was looking, she took off her head, and she had a shark head because she was a shark monster. So yeah, it was a little tough. It was a little tough for him. So this new book, which I'm very excited about, is Karma Meets a Zombie. So tell me, have you ever met a zombie before? Yes or no? Any zombies? Nope, nope. Very few zombies in India. Yeah, that's good. Good for you. So one of the boys in a school is a zombie, and he is the bully of the school. Do you know what bully is? He's the student that's just mean to everybody. He's not a nice person. And then one day, he comes to school and he's dead. He's a zombie. And now everyone is mean to him. He is now being bullied by the others. And he has to learn his lesson, and Karma has to help him out. It's really an interesting situation to be in. So that's what the story is. Karma Meets a Zombie. And I'm really excited for you. So again, please, you guys, mute your microphones, okay? I want to see your faces, not hear you. Okay, so Karma Meets a Zombie. Now, before we do our games and activities, I wanted to read you a little bit from Karma, okay? So, all right, so in Karma Meets a Zombie, there is a witch. There's a witch in his little village that he lives in, okay? Do you have any witches where you live? Probably not, but there's a witch in his little village, and the witch gives him a drink. And rule number one, when you meet a witch, don't drink anything they give you, because even if they say, I'm not going to turn you into a salamander, then they'll probably turn you into a salamander. That's just the way of witches. That's just what happens. So I am going to read this part of the story, okay? And so just listen, sit back, and I will tell you a little bit about Karma's new adventure.
Good afternoon, sir.
Okay, again, please mute your microphones, okay? All right, so this is after Karma and his best friend Chimmy, and remember, Chimmy is his crazy best friend. This is after Karma and Chimmy drink the witch's drink, and then they start hiccuping, and they start burping, and then they start to change. So let's hear the story. Okay, all right. I'll try to do the Karma voices, but I'm not a good actor, so we'll see. What is happening? Chimmy asked. At least that's what I thought he said. It was hard to understand. Madame Rose, the witch, cackled. I may have kind of, sort of turned you into reptiles. Amphibians, I corrected her. Shut up, salamander. She reached over and rubbed her bony fingers across Chimmy's cheek. Scaly. Why did, Chimmy tried. Because I'm a witch, she said, and I take my witch job very seriously. That's why I don't get my nose warts removed. But you're a good witch, I said. Oh yes, she agreed. I'm very good at what I do. She gestured toward the cabinet behind her. The shelves were packed with flasks and bottles containing weird, pickled creatures. She clearly loved her potions and spells. Also, I need a quick locator spell, and that requires salamander eyes. We don't have salamanders in Bhutan, so you'll have to do. All I need to do is sit back and wait for the transformation to get completed. Oh, don't look at me like that. I don't want you making me feel guilty when I pluck out your reptile eyes. Amphibians, I said. I could feel it happening to me now, my skin growing tighter, wetter. A dark cloud fell around me like a curtain. No, it wasn't a cloud. It was my hair falling out in clumps. Each strand popped out of my scalp and landed on the floor. I tried to scream, but the only sounds that came out were short, panicked burps. I apologize if this is a painful process, Madame Rose said. If it makes you feel any better, I'm suffering too. I have to watch you transform, and that's gross. I'm sure you can understand my pain. My fingers were curling up, my face lengthened. More than that, though, I felt myself getting smaller. The room seemed to grow around me, grow into a terrifying cavern of a place. Madame Rose seemed bigger too, her large eyes now as big as my head. Chimmy was now 100% salamander, and I'd soon be next. I still had a human-shaped body with shoulders and hips, but I could feel everything flatten. My arms were legs now. My fingers, well, toes, I guess, were long and sticky. I didn't want to be a salamander. God, I wanted this to stop. At least I wasn't burping anymore. Two thoughts ran through my lizard amphibian brain. One, I needed to fight this at any cost. And two, flies. I need flies. Nothing was more delicious than a big, juicy fly. What could I do? How could I stop this? How could I find a fly? No, Karma, stop thinking about flies. Madame Rose, who now looked as big as a mountain, leaned forward and tried to grab me. I slithered out of the way. Yep, I could slither now. Her fingers latched onto my tail. She pulled. If I had paid more attention in science class, I would have known if a salamander was one of those animals that could detach its tail when a predator caught it. I didn't know. And even if I could, I didn't know how I could detach my own tail. I was stuck. Then Madame Rose yelped out in pain and let me go. Chimmy had crawled across the floor and bitten her ankle. Oh, good job, Chimmy. I scurried away. Yep, I could scurry too, and jumped onto the nearest shelf. I hid behind a bottle of what looked like furry ringworms. Get away from there, the witch shouted at me. Don't touch anything. It was lucky that the ringworms had little holes in the middle. I peered through one of those holes and saw Madame Rose march toward the shelf. She looked ready to strangle my little salamander neck. I didn't see Chimmy Salamander anywhere. He was hiding someplace on the ground, hopefully getting ready to bite the witch's ankle again. I'll find you, the witch said, and when I do, I'll pop out your little eyes first. She moved the ringworm jar, but I had already scurried away. I was now behind a large bottle of bubbly orange liquid. Through the orange juice, which was definitely not orange juice, her thin body was blurry and distorted. I can see her move each bottle on this shelf, getting closer and closer to where I was hiding. Oh, I wanted a fly so badly, a thick, fat fly with a big, juicy middle. I forced myself to stop thinking about dinner. I had to figure out a plan. Madame Rose grabbed the bottle right next to mine. If I didn't do something now, she'd find me, grab me, pop out my eyes. I couldn't fight back. I mean, I had a tail, so maybe I could jab it at her or something, but it really wouldn't do any damage. That was when I figured out my plan. Eat flies, lots of flies. No, stop that, a different plan. I couldn't fight the witch, but I can destroy her precious ingredients. I could make a real mess of things. Either she'd get so angry that she'd stomp me into a puddle, or she'd let me go. Hopefully the second. I swung my tail against the bottle and it flew into the air. With a crash, it shattered onto the floor, splashing orange liquid everywhere. No! Madame Rose screamed, how could you? I scurried across the floor and headbutted the next jar. It fell onto the floor too, and the next, and the next. The witch tried to grab me each time, but I was too fast for her. I jumped onto the shelf just below me, my green body landing on the lid of to a jar of squirming leeches. No, the witch screamed in a single breath. It took me years to collect all of those. I hopped onto the lid, spun my tail, and sent the jar flying. It didn't shatter onto the floor. Madame Rose caught it. Fortunately, but very unfortunately for her, the lid had popped off and a few leeches landed on her arms. She tried to shake them off, but they stuck to her. While she yelled out some very angry swear words at me, I moved on to the next bottle. This one had miniature eyeballs of various colors, probably valuable, definitely gross. I readied myself to knock it over when Madame Rose shouted, "Stop!" I stopped. And, okay, all right, so let's stop the story right there. We'll find out what happens to Karma in a second. But if you want to read a little more, okay, so it's Karma Tandin. Karma meets a zombie, all right? So that's just a little bit of the kind of adventures that Karma gets into. It's crazy. So let me ask you, thumbs up, thumbs down. Have you ever been a salamander before? Nope. It's not a good feeling. It's pretty terrible. Yeah, lots of salamanders, like a lot of normal boys, they get turned into salamanders by witches, and it's not a fun time. So anyway, I hope you like the story. That was a little part of Karma Meets a Zombie. Obviously, there are no zombies in that part. You'll just have to wait till the rest of it. Okay, so that was fun. That was really good. So now we're going to talk a little bit about monsters. Okay, now I love monsters. I love writing about monsters. I love reading about monsters. And mostly, I love creating new monsters. That's what I try to do in my Karma books, right? Every book, there are new monsters with new powers and new weaknesses, and it's really fun. That's the best part about being a writer, is being able to create these crazy ideas and then bring them to people like you. So I would like to try to design some monsters with you guys, okay? All right, so again, 5 seconds. Show me your paper. Show me your pen. All right, good. So let's do a quick warm up with our monsters. All right, so I will give you 10 seconds to draw a monster. Any monster you want, but you only have 10 seconds. Ready? Ready? Okay, and go. Make a monster. Okay. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2. Stop. Okay. All right. Now, please show me your monster. Let's see these monsters. Okay. Oh, wow, 10 seconds. That was really good. Okay. Let's see some more. Nice. Okay. There's some good monsters there. I love it. Wow. I see some zombies. Oh, I see like a wolf thing and Stickman. Stickman is the scariest monster of all. Good job, my friend. All right, so lots of cool monsters. Okay, now I'm going to see if I can draw a monster. So give me a second and I'll see if I can share my screen. Okay? All right, I hope this works. Okay, so give me a thumbs up if you can see my white screen. Can you see my white screen right there? Okay, this is my monster. Now first, the most important thing about a monster is its name, okay? So let's see if I can, oh, there it is, perfect. Okay, so my monster's name is Jojo, the scariest name I can think of right now. All right, now I think my monster has big eyes, okay? So let's start with that. So I'll have one eye right here. Okay, I'm drawing on my computer, so I'm sure it's wonderful. All right, and then one more eye right there. Oof, okay. All right, he's a little cross-eyed, he's funny. All right, now Jojo is angry. He's an angry monster. Okay, can everyone see that? Can you see my monster eyes? Yeah? Okay, all right, now Jojo has a big nose. Okay, all right. So this is my monster. Now, I think my monster eats people, right? So let's see if I can make a people eating mouth right here. Yeah, there it is. I hope you can see. Okay, he has one tooth. There it is. One tooth that helps him eat people. Okay, he is hungry. All right, I'll give him a tongue. Okay, so this is my monster. Okay. All right, let's see if you can follow along. Try to do Jojo with me. All right, so this is Jojo. Okay, that's his head. Okay, now I think he has ears, just normal ears. Okay, all right, there it is. Okay, and he has spiky hair. Spiky hair, yeah, there we go. Spiky hair, that's good. Okay, now, he looks a little normal for a monster, so maybe we can add horns. Right, there it is. Okay, so he'll have two normal horns. Okay, I like it. Okay, now, okay, let's add some more hair right there. Okay, now, let's get a little creative with it, shall we? So I'll give him a small body. Okay, there's his body right there. Okay, now he does not have legs. Okay, he lives in the water, so let's give him tentacles right there. So he has, let's say, 3 tentacles. Okay, four octopus tentacles. All right, I love it. Okay, does he have hands? No, no. He'll have crab claws. There it is. Okay, so he'll have his crab claws. Oof, spooky. All right. Okay. All right, and that's my monster. Now, to add color to it, it's also important. So let's add some colors. All right, so I am going to switch to, what color? I'll do orange. There's not many orange monsters, so let's give him some orange skin right there. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, so he has some orange skin. This is great. Okay. Orange face. Yeah. I get like that sometimes when I spend too much time in the sun. All right, so I get very orange. Okay, there we go. All right, now what color should his eyes be? Let's have some green eyes.
Red eyes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, let's do one green and one red. Like Christmas.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, it's so beautiful, yes. All right, very good. So, and then his mouth is red too. Okay, he just ate a person. It happens.
That is creative.
Okay. All right, and then
Very bad.
Yes.
He has a bonnet in hand. He
Okay.
has bonnet.
We should color him.
He looks like a fire.
You should
No,
color
no, no, no,
him
no, 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 no,
green.
no, no, no.
You should color
All
him
right,
green.
guys.
Guys,
I'm going
chat
to
box,
stop.
chat box, chat box,
Should
chat
not put
box,
him in the
chat
box.
box,
Should
chat
put him
box,
in the-
please.
He looks like
Okay.
a fire person.
All right,
Chat
guys.
box,
Fire
please.
person.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
due to
I'm
that,
going
it's
to
actually
stop.
looking very funny.
Okay. I'm going to stop until there's no talking, okay? All right, so I'll wait. We need to be very quiet because now I will have you help me with my second monster because Jojo needs a friend, okay? So I am going to ask you, all right, so first of all, Jojo, his friend is named, I don't know, let's say.
Skelly?
No. Okay, just don't answer with your mouth. Okay, let's say his name is Bob. Bob the monster. Okay, so this is Bob. Now, show me with your fingers, how many eyes should Bob have? How many eyes? 10 eyes. Oh, wow. Okay, so I see, 10 eyes. Okay, 3 eyes. Good. Okay. 9 eyes. All right. Okay. All right. The first one I saw was 10. So let's do 10 eyes. I want you to help me, please. So let's make Bob together. Okay. So Bob first, his head. He has a big head. Okay. All right. So help me out, guys. He has a big head like this. Okay. So can everyone do Bob's head? Okay. Perfect. All right. Now he has 10 eyes. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has some small eyes too. 7, 8, 9. And then one little eye up here. That's his 10th eye. Okay, very good. Now, I need colors for his eyes. I think they should all be the same color. Okay, so give me a thumbs up. Should the eyes be orange? No? Red? Okay, I see some red. Yellow? No? Okay, let's go with red. All right, perfect. So we'll have 10 red eyes. Very good. Okay, so everyone, let's do this together. 10 red eyes. All right, nice. I love it. Okay, good. All right. Okay, nice. So we have our 10 red eyes. Ooh, it's spooky. Okay, now I need a mouth. Okay, probably one mouth. Okay, so show me with your hands. Should it be a big mouth or a small mouth? Small? Oh, big? Oh, okay, half. All right, I see more smalls. So let's do a small mouth. Now, show me with your hands, should it be happy or sad? Happy or sad?
Angry.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's do a small, angry mouth. Okay.
Angry.
Yeah. Thank you. Again, no talking, please. All right. So an angry mouth. Okay. Now, again, fingers, please. How many teeth? How many teeth?
20.
20. Okay. 2. Okay. Oh my God. All right.
1 million. He has only 0 teeth. 0.
Okay.
1
let's stop.
million.
Mhm. All right. No talking, guys. Only with your fingers, okay? So my favorite answer was 1 tooth. So let's do 1 tooth right here. There it is. 1. Let's do a yellow tooth because he doesn't brush his teeth. They don't have a dentist in the monster world. All right. So he has 1 yellow tooth. I love it. Okay. Now, let's do this. He needs arms and legs. How many? How many arms and legs? I think like a spider. How many should we do?
1,000 arms.
I don't have time for 1,000, my friend. Okay, I see.
6 eyes.
Okay.
10
All right. So,
10 hands.
okay. Quiet, please. So let's do 6. 6 is okay. All right. So please do it like this. This will be our Spider-Man. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then 2 more right here. 5 and 6. All right. So that's our monster, Bob. Okay. Now let's choose the color. Again, I will not choose a color that you say. No talking. Show me what color should we do. Show me with your pens. A red color, a blue color. I see blue. I see yellow. Okay. Lots of blue. Okay. All right. Let's go with blue. Let's go with blue. Okay. So we're going to do blue. Ooh, let's do a very beautiful blue. So he is blue. All right. Let's do that together. Okay. So everyone help, please. He has blue legs. I love it. All right. And a blue head. There he goes. All right. That's our beautiful monster. Okay. Now, one more thing. I think the monster needs hair, right? So, show me with your hands. Should it be long hair or short hair? Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. I see lots of short hair. Perfect. Now, show me with your hands. Should it be straight hair or curly hair? Let's see. Curly or straight? Okay. All right. So, all right. I love it. So let's do short, curly hair. Okay. And I'm going to make it a different color. Let's make it green. So the green hair, which is short and curly. Oh, all right. Nice. Okay. I love it. Okay. And I think we're finished. No, one more thing. Because Bob is always fighting and eating people, I think he needs one scar. So he needs one scar down his face. Okay, so let's see the scar. Boom, boom, boom. All right. And that's Bob. All right. Hello, Bob. All right. I like him. So now I'll give you 5 seconds. Please show me Bob. Show me your monster. Let's see. Okay. That is a good Bob. I like it. Let's see some more. Okay. Nice. Good. Wow. Oh, okay. I love it. There we go. Okay. All right. Good, good, good. Okay. Now, one more. Now, this time it's only you. Only you. You create a new monster. So I'm going to say goodbye to Jojo. We don't need Jojo anymore. Goodbye, Jojo. Okay? But Bob needs a girlfriend. Okay? So let's give Bob a girlfriend. First of all, what is the girlfriend's name? We need a good monster name. So maybe in the chat, can you write in the chat, what is Bob's girlfriend's name? Let's see. Okay. Vanessa. Oh, okay. Priscilla. Wow, these are good. Tabitha, Lily, Millie. You guys, Scaly. Wonderful. All right. So together, let's make Lily.
It should be Castavia.
All right. Well, let's do this one together. All right. So her name is Lily. Okay. All right. You have 30 seconds. Okay. 30 seconds. Please draw Lily. What does Lily look like? She has to be Bob's girlfriend. Okay. So 30 seconds. I'll count with my fingers. Okay. Draw fast. Go, go, go.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Okay. Draw Lily. Maybe Lily has a flower on her head. Maybe Lily has 1 eye, 10 eyes, 1
Sir,
foot.
I have picked. Ma'am, sir, I picked.
Okay.
Made it.
Okay, you have 10 more seconds, people. 10 seconds.
Lily.
Beautiful Lily. Ooh, nice. Okay, you have 5 more seconds. We have some very good artists here. Okay, all right, nice. Okay, time is finished. So let's see
जानते हो
what
सर मेरे
Lily
लिली को
looks
कहे
like.
क्या बोलते वाह वेरी नाइस लिली ये देखो
Yes, okay. All right, guys, no talking.
Here's
All
my
right,
Lily.
show me Lily. Show me Lily.
Here's my
Let's see
Lily.
what. That is a good Lily. Oh, she has a big tongue. Nice. Let's see.
Small Lily.
Yes,
My
that's a good
Lily.
Lily. I love it. Wow. Lily has one giant eye. Good job. Okay. Oh, that's good. Lily is
How
very
made one
thin.
Lily?
You guys, you're crazy. These are crazy monsters, man.
that's star right there
A little head and a big body. Or is that a flower? All right, that's good.
It's a bow.
It's a bow.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. You guys, girl monsters always have bows. We all know that. Of course. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So now, guys, quiet, please. We need to answer some questions about.
Sir, 1 second.
Okay. Kabir, okay, show me. All right, so we need some questions, please. Now this, again, only in the chat. Only in the chat, okay? All right. Now, I need you to help me answer the questions. Okay, question number 1. Okay, ready? Question number 1 is, what does Lily eat? That's question number 1. Write me your answer. What does Lily eat? We'll choose the best of them. Okay, what does Lily eat? Okay, let's see our choices here. Okay, let's see. Lily eats eyeballs. Oh, she eats mosquitoes. That is very helpful. She eats bad soup. Not good soup, only bad soup. Okay. You guys, I see a good one. She eats Bob. She eats her boyfriend. Oh, how sad. Flies, creepy crawlies, math teachers, green gloop, spinach, vampire soup. She eats brains. She's a zombie monster. Oh, she eats cat. 1 cat. Rats, brains, mosquitoes. All right. I like all of these answers, but I think my favorite answer is mosquitoes, right? Because that is helpful. I don't know if you have mosquitoes where you live, but where I live,
Since she's a
they are
girl, can we do
everywhere.
like human accessories, like
Okay,
accessories
all right.
from girls?
Quiet, please. So let's talk about the accessories then, okay? So for number 2, I need you to help me out, please. Lily, what does she wear? What clothes does Lily wear? Okay? Probably a bow, right? Or no clothes, or shoes. So let's see, what clothes does Lily wear? Okay.
Skirt.
How about math teachers? Okay. A skirt and a tip. Okay. Skirt, of course. Of course she wears a skirt. Human skin. Wow, we have a very good monster maker here. Let's do skirt. Just a skirt. And we need a color. So let's say
Burnt clothes. She wears burnt clothes.
ooh, okay. She wears a bone skirt. Ooh, a bone skirt. All right, and then let's do number 3.
Clothes made of lion skin.
Lion skin. So she lives in Africa then. All right, so let's do one more question, okay? Now this is a very important question for any monsters. When you write a monster story, you need to know the monster's weakness, okay? So here's my question. What scares Lily? What scares Lily? If someone writes math teachers, I don't know, why not? But let's see what scares her. Okay. She is
Bob
scared.
Bob.
Okay. Okay. So Clothes made of
Lily
lion
flowers.
Sunlight. Sun.
Lily.
She's scared of Jojo. That is a good idea.
Actually,
You have
Bob
a story,
scares Lily.
Jojo and Bobo.
so she loves Bob. That Bob is her boyfriend, but she's afraid of Jojo, Bob's brother. What does she do? How does she stop it? That is a story. You should write that story. I love it. She's afraid of spiders. She's afraid of hair. Okay. Okay.
She's
Healthy
afraid
food.
of. She's afraid of lily flowers. She's afraid of life. She hates
okay.
anything living.
Yeah, me too.
She's afraid of the male mosquitoes.
Okay, again, no talking, guys. I will stop. Okay, so we chose lots of good, but I think my favorite answer for what scares Lily, I think my favorite is Jojo. That's a good answer because you can do a very good story with that.
That's why he left the whiteboard.
Very good. Okay, guys, this is wonderful. I love it. So you right now you just made a new monster named Lily, and I'm sure if I got a better look, I'm sure I will be very impressed by every monster that you guys made. So I would like to see your monsters. If you can send them to us afterwards, then maybe we can share your monsters with everyone. And everyone can see what cool, crazy, scary monsters you guys have. That's very cool. Okay, so now Bookaroo people, should we do some questions or should we do one more game?
There is one question. One
okay.
moment. I'll just maybe we can do a game, but there were two questions that I noticed and they were interesting. That Neil had asked that are teachers. Neil, what was the question? Are teachers monsters because they make?
Our math teachers zombies because they bore us with their boring math.
Yes, we have to answer that important question. Are maths teachers zombies because they make maths really very boring for us?
That is the question of our day. Are math teachers zombies? All right, are the math teachers monsters? Let's do that. Okay, all right, let me be honest with you guys. I'm a teacher. My mother is a school librarian. My aunts and uncles are all teachers. I love teachers, and I think it is the most helpful, wonderful job. It's great. But all of the stories that I write,
And I'm pretty sure she's not a zombie.
oh, yeah. All right, guys. Okay, so we all have teachers that we like and teachers that we don't like. But one of the reasons I write monster stories is because the monsters represent something. They're a symbol for something, right? So for example, in my math class, I have too much homework. Every day I have so much homework. So I write a story about a homework monster that eats my time and makes me older and older and older by sucking out the time from me, right? That's an example of a good monster story because it takes a problem and makes it into a monster. That's what's really cool about these kind of stories, right? So if you really have trouble with your math class, for me it was physics. I had physics class and I hated it. That was the worst class for me. And so I could write a story about how all the physics problems come alive in these giant number monsters that eat students, right? So are math teachers monsters? No, they're not, but you should write a story about a math teacher monster because I think you'll have a very good idea. I think that you can make a really cool story from that. So that's a very good question. And side note, math, I do not like it. A lot of English like writer people don't like math. Wow, okay, all right. So not a math person, but good question. Okay, so what's the next question?
How did you overcome your fear of physics?
That's good. How did I overcome my fear of physics? I
How do you overcome your physics?
Okay, so all of you guys will probably have some classes that are very difficult, that are just not your favorite classes to do. That's totally fine. It happens to everyone. You just have to work hard, and for me, it's always asking for help. I helped a lot of my friends with their English and their writing. We had literature classes, and I helped them with that. But I had my best friend, my crazy best friend, who helped me with my physics and with my chemistry, because those are a little difficult for me. So it's okay to have problems with any class, just ask for help. Yeah, I mean, you have friends who can help you, just like Karma has friends who help him fight the monsters, you know? Also a very good question. Okay,
One other question that's coming is that some of the children don't like the other language, I mean, not English. So in this case, it was Hindi and Kannada. So what do we do? How do we become good in our, maybe the mother tongue? You want to talk about that?
Okay, so how do you improve your second language, right?
Yes, that's right.
Ah, very good. Okay, so I've lived in many countries, and in all countries, obviously you have to learn the new language, right? The most important thing is talking to people. That's it. Just having the confidence to talk to people. When you're learning a new language, do not be afraid of saying the wrong words, of making mistakes, because you will make mistakes and you'll learn from them, right? It's very important, especially if you want to travel or if you want to write and you want to publish in different languages. It's very, very important. Just forget about mistakes. Forget that you will say the wrong thing, because you will. There's no problem. Everyone does. And you just need to, go to someone and say hello, or privyet in Russian, or kuzuzangpo in Bhutanese, or
Konnichiwa.
konnichiwa. That's good. All right. So really quickly, my second language in university was sign language, which is speaking with your hands. Okay. American Sign Language is a beautiful language, but it's also very difficult. And so it took me a long time to learn the lesson that I just have to go to someone and say, hello, how are you? What's your name? My name is Evan. Nice to meet you. Right. And you just have to just practice. So let me ask you guys, show me with your fingers, how many languages can you speak? How many languages? How many? 3, wow. Yeah, wow, good. 2, 4, good. 5, oh my God. All right, lots of different languages. Already you're better than most American students who only speak English. The second language education in America is not very good. So you should feel very lucky that you live in such a multilingual place where people are communicating in different languages, and they're crossing barriers and learning about each other's languages. It's wonderful. It's really cool. And if you go to Bhutan, you should always learn to say hello and thank you in Bhutanese, because it's very important to them, and it makes you more accepted into a new country. So that's my little advice. Hello in Bhutanese is kuzuzangpo, or kuzuzangpo la if you're being respectful. Okay, I think, do we have time for 1 or 2 more questions?
Yeah, I'll just quickly sum up. There's one question, of course, about your biggest fear. Which is your biggest fear?
Ooh, okay. All right, so biggest fear. All right, let's see. Sharks. I'm afraid of sharks. I'm from California. We have lots of sharks. I'm afraid of pigeons, like the city birds, just because of how unnaturally they move. You walk in the street and you're like, They're like that. It's really creepy. I hate it. But I think my biggest fear is people in my family getting hurt. I'm really afraid of like, I care about my family and my friends. And so I think that's my biggest fear. I think that's more serious for me than sharks or pigeons or spiders or whatever.
I deserve it.
Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
So that's the same biggest fear for me.
Don't deserve it.
Okay. Let's try this, you guys. All right.
Who is your favorite author?
Okay. All right, I'll stop. Okay. Now, let's do this, guys. Don't tell me your biggest fear. Show me with your hands and your face. What is your biggest fear? Show me with your hands. What is your biggest fear? Is it spiders? Is it snakes? What is your biggest fear? I see spiders. Okay, show me, you guys. Okay. This is a crocodile, I think. Yes? Oh, wow. Yeah, crocodiles are scary. Worms or snake? Yeah, okay. So, again, what else? What are we afraid of? I see birds. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right, good. And then some of you are afraid of nothing, which is very good. Good answer. Okay. All right, good. Any other questions?
My last question to you first time, because we are talking about reading and writing. So do you have any tips for those of us who want to write?
Aha, that is the best question. Very good. So a lot of people, when they teach writing and they help young writers, they always give you the phrase, write what you know, okay? Meaning you live in New Delhi, so write about a boy in New Delhi, for example. That's good advice. I like that. But for me, the most important is not write what you know, it's write what you like. Okay? If you like romance, then write a romance. If you like monsters, write a monster story. For me, I like funny stories, so I always write very funny stories. That's what I like. So look at your books. Look at all the books you have here. What books do you always go back to and read again? Those are the stories that you should write. Okay? All right, so I'd like to end with that because I think that's the most important advice I can give to someone. I really think that you should write what you like. So, there it is. Okay. Yeah. All right, nice. You guys were awesome.
Thanks.
Talking about Minecraft in here, and I'm like, why?
Can't hear you. We don't know who's speaking, so you're just wasting time because we can't see you. We are how many? 63 of us in the room, so we won't be able to see. That's why the chat box was important. But anyway, you've been a great audience. Thank you, Evan, for being so patient, and that was a lovely, lovely session. Absolutely.
Okay, ma'am.
Loved the way you did a little bit of reading and left it at that point where everybody wants to now read the book. I have put a link over there where they can buy the book. And thank you so much for coming to us from all the way.
Yes, thank you. Yes,
Thank you, sir,
and a big thank you to Bookaroo, because Bookaroo, you guys are awesome. And I'm so glad that I finally get to work with you, because now it works out. Even though it's digital, this is very cool.
Yeah.
And all of you guys out there, all of you students, you are very good monster makers. So keep making monsters. This is, you found your hidden talent. All right, good.
Penguin, thank you. I know Ananya, Ayushi, you're there. I couldn't see you, but thank you so much for supporting the session. And all of you, if you have anything to say or write to us, you can always write on swati@bookaroo.in. I will make sure
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Evan gets your mail. Okay, so that's my email ID over there.
Bye.
Yes, Raghavan, you
yes.
ask something. Go on.
This class, we were having very, very much fun. This was the best moment of my life that I making the monsters and many more things.
You guys, students in India are the coolest students. You guys are so great. So yeah, thank you, and goodbye, everybody. Goodbye, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Have a nice day.
Bye, sir.
So have a nice day.
Bye, sir.
Have a nice day, sir.
Nice day.
Nice day, ma'am.
Bye. Thank you for such a nice story. Have a nice day, sir. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Kabir. Kabir.